Band director, conductor, and composer Gladys Stone Wright is a true pioneer of the podium. The exhibit, Gladys Stone Wright, Promoting Women on the Band Podium, curated by Dr. Christian Folk and Dr. Jessica Grimmer, is currently on display in the Irving and Marjorie Morgan Loewens Room for Special Collections, part of Special Collections in Performing Arts in the Michelle Smith Performing Arts Library at the University of Maryland. This video will explore her career and legacy, showcasing highlights from the exhibit and the Gladys Stone Wright papers here at Special Collections in Performing Arts. Wright began her lifelong journey in music studying clarinet in grade school in Wasco, Oregon, where Evelyn Scott directed the band. Seeing Scott direct her band at a young age would prove a key source of inspiration for Wright, who later wrote that in seeing her early role model conduct the band, quote, she knew women could do the job successfully. After earning her undergraduate degree at the University of Oregon, Wright became the director of bands at Elmira High School in 1948. The first woman in the state of Oregon to serve as director of high school bands, Wright taught at Elmira until 1953, concurrently earning her master's degree from the University of Oregon. After just 2 years, Wright's work was already attracting national attention, with a feature article on her in The School Musician that begins, quote, the sparkling musical success of the Elmira High School Band in Oregon is a tribute to the skill of the young woman who has brought perfection to the organization. As Wright later remarked, she, quote, took her tiny little band from practicing in the woodshed to first in her division. In this window of time, Wright attended the Western Music Camp in Gunnison, Colorado in 1951. The music camp would prove impactful, as it was there that Wright met 2 more women directing bands, as well as meeting Al G. Wright, then a Miami high school band director, whom Gladys married in 1953. The two moved as Dr. Wright became director of bands at Purdue University, and in 1954, Gladys became director of bands at Otterbein High School in West Lafayette, Indiana. At Otterbein, as in Elmira, Wright quickly left a lasting impact, with Barbara M. Hawkins remarking in a profile of Wright in the Lafayette Journal and Courier, quote, since she started teaching music at Otterbein 6 years ago, the town has become band-happy, and almost as famous for its young musicians as the rich farmland which surround the red brick school. In her time at Otterbein, Wright also composed and published The Big Bowl, a march that became popular, seeing multiple reprintings, as well as leading the band and performing at the famed Midwest National Band Clinic in Chicago in 1960. In the following years, Wright directed bands at Klondike High School in West Lafayette, Indiana, but one of the most lasting pieces of Wright's legacy began at the Daniel Boone Music Camp in Kentucky in 1967. Kate Hawkins, who assisted in running the camp, had researched and compiled a list of women directing bands the year prior, and had curated a display highlighting this history titled Ladies of the Podium. Inspired, Wright and the 6 other women enrolled in the camp held a meeting proposing the idea of an organization for women directing bands. After establishing a temporary constitution at the 1968 Midwest National Band and Orchestra Clinic, the Women Band Directors National Association was officially chartered in 1969, with Gladys Stone Wright serving as its first president. Wright wrote about founding the WBDNA that she, quote, just wanted to know where the rest of the women directors in the country were located, what they did, who they were, what they looked like, how they solved special problems, and what difficulties they faced. Now Women Band Directors International, the organization still connects and champions women in the band world globally. In 1970, Wright became director of bands at Harrison High School in West Lafayette, Indiana, and she continued to lead award-winning bands, performing extensively both nationally and internationally. Leading bands through the United States, Canada, Mexico, and to a gold medal in the 1975 World Music Contest in Holland, Wright's travel also paved the way for Gladys and Al's establishment of international band tours, directing the United States Collegiate Wind Band in performances across Europe. Wright's tireless trailblazing earned her wide recognition in her career. In 1971, the National Honorary Band Sorority Tau Beta Sigma awarded Wright the National Award for Service to Music. In 1977, Wright was named one of the 10 most outstanding music directors in the United States and Canada by The School Musician. In 1984, Wright became the first woman elected to membership in the American Bandmasters Association, and in 1999 became the first woman inducted into the National Band Directors Hall of Fame of Distinguished Conductors. With becoming an honorary lifetime member of the American Bandmasters Association in 2023, Wright's career stands tall, with a litany of accomplishments and firsts, inspiration for the future, and a lasting legacy in music.